as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's got this down to the 35. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
His 4th rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall.
And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Cobb.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They go play action with Burrow. Steps away. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the screen pass. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the... And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Akers. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes Cobb. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now Burrow. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Carolina! Justin Jefferson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Hayne to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Left side, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Akers, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here we go. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 2nd down at 4. Burrow. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Play action. It's Burrow. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Kendrick. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Here's Hain to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mahomes' throw into the hands of Fan. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now it's Mahomes again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 29, Burrow to Jefferson on the slant. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Burrow now off the bootleg.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and
incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on fourth down. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll run on first down. Kendrick fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. On second down, McCaffrey. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 28. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd down. Burrow on play action. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. The backup Murray, his first throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
He finds his man complete. That's Haynes. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. A handoff to Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9. Burrow. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Kendrick. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Ben Mason, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Burrow will throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, Paul, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I know in this spot they have to be thinking to themselves, let's go ahead and go for it right now. We don't know if we'll get another opportunity. But if you trust your defense at all, you kick the field goal and maybe have one more shot later.
So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Mahomes to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Mahomes will throw. Flushed out right. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.